So then, the long wait since I believe Thursday is now over. I am so sorry for the lack of Premiership games. We can see the Championship is in full flow at the moment, but we are here with set 3 and set 4. Starting off with set 3, I'll then end the stream and then do set 4 straight after. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Busy day in the Premier League today. We have Norwich taking on Everton, as we see here. Then we'll have Rangers versus Wolves, a top clash up there. And then we'll have Shakhtar Donetsk against the current league leaders West Ham United, with both sides in that one wanting a win. Set 4, we'll see Wolves taking on Shakhtar straight after Shakhtar have played West Ham. Everton will play the defending champs Rangers, and then Hertha Berlin will be back in action against Norwich. So let's get straight into it then, with Norwich at home to Everton. Norwich lost their first 2 league games. Everton have only played the one so far, and that was a draw against Hertha Berlin. A very good draw for them indeed. It is the battle of the two admins as well, as Chris Parker with his Norwich City side take on Matthew Haglang's Everton. Here we are, it's a late kick-off at Carrow Road.
Everton and Norwich City.
Midweek fixtures, Monday night football.
Number 77,
And what a Monday night we're going to have. Hopefully there's some drama. Norwich have gone for a change side. They've switched from 3 to 5 at the back, as we're going to see here. Oh no, sorry, we'll see here in a minute. Andres Iniesta has been very pivotal for Norwich in the way they play. He retains his place today, as we see here. A couple of changes for the Norwich as well. Matthew Haglang's team will be looking to pile more misery on the beaten grand finalists, who have had 2 losses in their start in the Premier League. Wayne Rooney will be looking to try and put right Norwich's poor start, and if they want to really fight for the title, they're going to need to get a win here. And here's the team: Buffon in goal, Walker, Zimmerman, Mestres, Koscielny and Kolarov are the back 5. Iniesta, Milner and Rupp are the middle 3. Beretta and Rooney are the 2 front men. The Everton side, we've got Pickford in goal. Jesus Navas, Cosiccio, Alaba and Dean are at the back line, with Vidal and Augusto in midfield. Porto, Garcia and Os Campos, the 3 just behind the lone striker Kevin Volland. So then, the first game of the day. Welcome back to the ML Premiership after its 4-day wait, and we're away at Carrow Road. As Norwich will be looking to bounce back. Everton, a win here will certainly put them towards a potential title charge. Bit of a scrappy start, but Everton look to have got on a hold of the ball now. Here's Augusto, who had that amazing shot, hit the post before Garcia equalised against Hertha Berlin. It's a lovely play down this left hand side, cleared by Zimmerman, who is preferred over just trying to think who he is preferred over the back 3, which was with Walker and his 2 centre back partners, Mestres and Koscielny. Here is Iniesta for Norwich. Norwich, who were beaten 4-2 by Wolves, but were much the better team with the ball. Here is Walker. Goes past Os Campos. Here is Beretta, who did get his Norwich City scoring underway in the last game despite losing. Here is Volland for Everton though. Garcia. Os Campos now. Volland. That's a lovely ball. Garcia and Everton lead. In what has been an even start, Everton lead away at Carrow Road. And it's that man Garcia again. It's lovely football by Everton, and it's a lovely through ball by Volland, that is, and Raul Garcia is there to fire past Gianluigi Buffon. Norwich are behind again, and at this rate are looking favourites for relegation. Koscielny with what was trying to be a crossfield ball cut out by Os Campos, and with the way this is going, it could end up being an absolute drubbing for Norwich. Garcia, Porto, tries to take on Kolarov and wins a corner. Oh no, he hasn't. He's actually well defended by Kolarov, I believe. I thought it came off Kolarov, but it must have ricocheted back off Porto, and it is a Norwich City goal kick. Two sides obviously met in League B, which was seen by Matthew Aglang last season. I wasn't too sure what the result was, but Norwich did go the season undefeated, so they clearly avoided defeat against Everton. Obviously Norwich winning League B last season, and it's well played again as Garcia, and a good save by Buffon. A really bright start from Matthew Aglang's side, who will be looking to finish above Norwich this season. Lucas Dean will be on the corner kick. He whips it in. It's a very poor corner, straight at James Milner. And Norwich will try and play their way out with their third different formation variant of this season. Kolarov. Here is Rupp. Rooney into Milner. Iniesta now for Norwich City. Intercepted by Augusto. Volland now with a nice turn. Garcia has been the real danger man for Everton. And here is Volland into Vidal. Os Campos. Here is Lucas Dean. How Everton would like to go 2-0 up before half time. And there's a great cross in. It's blocked. And that'll go for a throw into Everton, who are all over Norwich in this game. Os Campos into Garcia, who's tried to flick over Milner, but Milner stands tall and he comes away with the ball. Here is Rupp. Plays a nice triangle ball, but Rooney was not quick enough to get onto the end of that pass. Here is Porto now. Garcia into Volland. Looks to play across in towards Vidal, headed away by Zimmerman. Here is Rupp for Norwich. What can they create here? They've not created anything so far. They've created a host of chances against Wolves in their last match day, which they were unlucky to lose, at least by the scoreline they did. Here is Walker. Can they get an equaliser just for half time? Os Campos does really well to avoid a corner there, and Everton will clear, and that will be that for the first half, surely. It is. So, a game which Everton have dominated. They lead. Norwich haven't really created anything other than the last 5 minutes of that half, where they got back into it a little bit. But Raul Garcia's second goal of the season in as many games has Matthew Haglang's Everton leading Chris Parker's Norwich by a goal to nil at half time. Yet again, Norwich dominating possession but not creating any chances at all. They're going to have to at least create one good chance if they're going to get something out of this game in the second half. And obviously make sure that Everton do not score again. Here is that danger man Garcia. Into Volland. Lovely little flick. Porto. Into Navas. Navas now. Intercepted by Kolarov. Who goes to Rooney. Rooney to Kolarov. Intercepted by Porto. Here is Garcia. Augusto. Garcia now. Everton look calm. And here is Campos for Everton. It's a chance for Garcia again. It's not, it's Volland. Everton are 2-0 up. And they thoroughly deserve it. This time it is Kevin Volland who gets on the score sheet. It's a lovely build-up player initially. And Volland fires a quick shot past Buffon. No chance for the Norwich keeper from that close in. And Everton are going to run away with this game as it stands. They lead 2-0 at Carrow Road.
Everton goal, number 31, Kevin Volland.
Norwich have to start again. But this time 2-0 down. There was certainly promise with this Norwich side, saying they lost the grand final only just to Rangers, but they haven't got going at all this season. And they're facing a third straight loss. Here is Walker. Cleared away by Augusto, and Everton they just don't look troubled at the back as Wayne Rooney is going to make his way for Timo Pukki. And danger man Garcia, who's had another goal contribution for Everton, is coming off for Sigurdsson. Here is Walker now for Norwich. Ball whipped in towards Beretta. It's Lucas Rupp, not Beretta. It's a great header. And with Norwich's first attempt on goal, they have a goal back. It's a fantastic ball in by Walker, who's just put it in the danger area, and it's Jesus Navas at the back post who isn't tracking Rupp at all. And Rupp with a powerful header. You could say Pickford should be doing better from that close in. It's poor defending and it's poor goalkeeping. And out of nothing, Norwich are back in this game. And can they get something out of it? Everton, who are looking so comfortable in possession, now have their lead cut down to just one. Here is Crisizio into Vidal. Pukki now putting pressure on there. Sigurdsson to Volland. Vidal, Augusto now. Dean. Lucas Dean. Into Campos. Dean again. Everton would like a third goal to get that 2-goal cushion back, and it's Sigurdsson. Buffon with a smart save. An easy one, but one he had to make as Norwich go searching for this equaliser. We're down with a little shoulder pass there. It's Campos now for Everton. Oh, and Iniesta does really well to intercept, and here is Beretta. Iniesta. Milner. And Norwich look dangerous now. Can they get this equaliser? Iniesta, Rupp. I believe that is Kolarov out wide. He could be found, and he is. Little 1-2. Little clip ball. Doesn't quite work. Another crossing in towards Beretta, who heads it back towards Iniesta. Couldn't quite direct his header properly. And Norwich starting to create a little bit more now as Everton seem to sit off. But they do counter here with Augusto. Sigurdsson for Everton. Into Volland. Into Sigurdsson. Augusto. Back to Sigurdsson now. Porto looks to cross it in. It's headed by Vidal, but Walker wins the second header and Norwich come again. Oh, Milner's lost it in a dangerous area. It's Sigurdsson, Volland, and Everton have punished Norwich emphatically. Volland gets his second of the game, and it was a gift in the end. Norwich have shot themselves in the foot, and they look like they're going to go to 3 consecutive defeats. It was Milner, as we saw, as Norwich won the ball back. And about to counter, Milner loses out to Sigurdsson, and my do Everton punish Norwich in the cruelest of ways. But Everton look like, unless we get an amazing comeback from Norwich in this last 6 minutes, Everton look like they're going to get their first win of the season. And Norwich are going to remain on 0 points unless they can find 2 goals from somewhere. And with the way they played this game, they've only managed to create 1 chance in 87 minutes. They're going to need to create at least 2 in the next 2 minutes. And Zimmerman plays to Walker, loses out, and that looks like it's going to be that. It's been a good performance from Everton, don't get us wrong, as Duda comes on. But Norwich again, it's been a contrast to the last game where they were creating loads of chances and they were poor at the back, and yet again they've been poor at the back. They haven't created any chances apart from the goal, which was poor defending by Everton in the end. So with about 30 seconds to go, Everton are going to see out this result, which they do, and that is full time here at Carrow Road. Norwich have lost again. Everton get their first win of the season, in which was a very good performance from them. Norwich City, unless they can get, with 3 games left, need to get a couple of wins to try and get themselves out of the relegation zone. It's finished here at Carrow Road. Norwich City 1, Everton 3. It is now the turn of the defending champions. Rangers versus Wolves. The 2 teams that finished first and second in League A last season, with Rangers pipping Wolves by a point on the final day. Rangers going on to win the grand final, will take on Wolves for the first time since then. Finished 0-0 in the league game last season. Rangers, who have got 3 points from their first 2 games, take on Wolves, who have got 3 points from the last 2 games. Rangers beating Shakhtar Donetsk and losing to West Ham in their first 2 games, while Wolves lost to Hertha Berlin by 3-0. They've got that big 4-2 win at home to Norwich City last time out. Here we see Rangers actually have a changed lineup for the first time in ML, with McGregor keeping his place in goal, Max, Mukile, Diego Carlos and Tavernier at the back, Sissoko and Matuidi in central defensive midfield, with Osimhen, Quaresma and Rebic as the front 3, just behind the lone striker, that is Dembele. Wolves going to go for an unchanged lineup yet again. Patricio in goal. Kostic, Keane, Bartra, Bolly and Doherty at the back. With Moutinho and Neves ever present in midfield. And then the front three of Jota, Jimenez and Callahan.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Rangers, who have won their only home game so far this season. Wolves have lost their only away game this season. It's Rangers versus Wolves. It's first versus second in League A last season. They're both level in the league this season. Wolves ahead on goal difference. Sorry, no, Rangers ahead on goal difference. Rangers have a fast start here, but it's blocked by Keane. And Wolves, who were under a lot of pressure against Norwich and still managed to score 4 goals, so obviously proves what they're about going forward. Ball out to Callahan. Callahan looks to run at Max and does so unsuccessfully as Max wins the ball. Plays into Sissoko, who ends up booting it out of play for a Wolves throw. Callahan into Doherty. Here's Callahan. Intercepted by Max. Played into Sissoko now. And can Rangers break? Dembele. Sissoko. Quaresma makes his Rangers debut. Rangers, who still pose that threat and be looking to defend their title, and here is Quaresma. Oh, what a goal that is! Ricardo Quaresma on his debut has curled one from range into the bottom corner, and Rangers take an early lead in this one. The former Chelsea and Sporting Lisbon man has killed a beauty past Rui Patricio. As we see once more, no chance for the Wolves keeper. A fantastic start for Reece Ferguson and his Rangers side. And a very poor start for Wolves, who remember Will was very happy with his side's result. Decided to go for an unchanged side yet again. He won't be happy with the way they've started this game, as Neves plays a lovely crossfield ball into Jota. And can they respond straight away here, Wolves? Here is Jota. Crosses it in. Chance! Oh, what a save by McGregor! Jimenez certainly had to score. And McGregor has somehow scored across his line and kept it out. A lovely one-handed save. And somehow Wolves are not level. The Wolves fans in that corner thought they'd equalise straight away. But McGregor, arguably one of the best keepers in the league. Oh, it's a chance! And it is 1-1. And it's Mark Bartra with the volley from close range. And McGregor will feel disappointed with his defenders there. After that brilliant save, it's really poor. No one's picking up Bartra. It's a poor headed clearance as well. And Bartra with an absolute peach of a volley. We've had 2 absolute screamers to start this game off. And Wolves respond instantly with Mark Bartra. And Rangers will kick off again, and they're giving it straight to Jimenez, who really should have scored earlier, but they did score from the corner. Callahan, Jimenez, and can Wolves go 2-1 up straight away here? Jota into Callahan. Doherty crosses it in towards, I believe that on Moutinho, headed away by Mikile. And what a game we've had here in the first 25 minutes. Rangers looking really shaky at the back. Wolves looking ever dangerous going forward. Here's Moutinho, Jota, Jimenez, Moutinho, Kostic, Kostic looking to get past, I believe that was Rebic. Cleared by Tavernier. Kostic. Can he get across in? He does. It's awkwardly defended, but defended. Oh, and a header towards goal by Neves from outside the box, but McGregor makes another save as he goes long. Sissoko. Matuidi into Rebic. Tavernier now. Here is Musa Sissoko for Rangers. Rangers coming forward. Can they regain the lead? It's a bit of a heavy pass, but Osimhen will get there. Who whips it towards the back post. Headed away by Michael Keane. And Callahan was first to the ball, but Max with a good recovery. Rangers come again. Here is Osimhen. With a cross towards the back post towards Ray. Oh, it's at the bar. Rebic was lurking at the back post and the cross ended up hitting the bar. And an absolute let off for Wolves, who now come forward with Kostic. What a fantastic first half this has been. Wolves now with Kostic again, who keeps going down this left hand side. Here is Jota. Diogo Jota now. Crosses towards Jimenez and it's out for another corner to Wolves. What an electric start to this game. Moutinho. Short to Jota, who whips it in. McGregor punches only as far as Neves, off the line by Max. Neves with one of his trademark volleys from outside the box, nearly finding the top corner, but for Max blocking it on the line, who's had a fantastic first half. Here is Dembele. End-to-end stuff here at Ibrox. Bolly with an interception, and here come Wolves again with Jimenez. Can they steal one just before half-time? Neves. Callahan is running into a bit of trouble here. Doherty whips towards Jimenez, and that should be that for the first half. It is, and what a first half it was. It's all square at the break. But we had Quaresma kicking us off with an absolute screamer from range before McGregor denied Jimenez from close range with a fantastic save. But from that corner, which was poorly defended by Rangers, Mark Bartra with a sweet volley to get Wolves almost level instantly. And then we've had Max blocking a Neves shot off the line. We've had a couple of saves from McGregor and a save from Patricio. We've had Osimhen hit the bar with a cross. As we see that Quaresma goal, the half-time break, it is 1-1 at Ibrox. So will the second half bring us as good a half as the first? And will we see more goals in this? I reckon we will, with how the first half went. Both sides looking a bit shaky at the back, but looking very dangerous going forward. And Doherty loses out to Osimhen. Sorry, Dembele, should I say. Osimhen is there with the white hair. Here is Bolly. Neves. Moutinho now. Wolves have definitely been the better side, no doubt, but Rangers look really good going forward on the counter. They are a counter-attacking side, to be fair, as Rebic wins it off Kostic. And Rebic looks to play Dembele, who could be one-on-one here. He's one-on-one with Bartra. Plays into Quaresma, who looks to probably hits it again. Here's Dembele, and Rangers lead. And just as I was saying, Wolves have probably been the better side, but Rangers look really good going forward. And they regain the lead through Dembele. Here we are, Quaresma, who drove forward here. Looked like he was going to hit it again, but found a lovely pass. And Dembele fires past Patricio from close range. No chance for Patricio. And Rangers, you could say against the runner play, are level, but they have looked a threat on the counter-attack. Wolves are always susceptible to that, and they find themselves behind again. But can they equalise straight away again? As Jota comes forward into Kostic. Jota again. Dispossessed by Tavernier, and that will be a throw-in to Rangers. Miotta comes off for Pedence. Here is Moutinho into Neves. Callejon. Back to Neves. Pedence now for Wolves. Into Kostic. Intercepted by Rebic. Who's Matuidi. Jimenez. Moutinho now. And Jimenez is in through the middle. And can he beat Mukile? He's kind of got there. It was a foul apparently by the referee by Mukile, and Wolves have a really dangerous free kick in a dangerous position. And Neves is a bit of a specialist from this kind of range. Remember a goal that he scored which helped Wolves get promoted against Cardiff from this sort of range in the Championship. Here he is from a similar position. What can he do? It's up and over, and it's in again! What a free kick by Neves! And just as we were talking about his goal against Cardiff, he replicates that against Rangers here in the ML Premiership. And Wolves are level, and here we are. Neves was stepping up. No chance for McGregor. It's up and over the wall. He's got it back down into that top corner. And Ruben Neves, the dead ball specialist, has got Wolves level here. And Rangers, who did well to get themselves in front, have been pegged back again, and it's given away again by them in midfield. And this is where Wolves are winning this battle. Jimenez, can he find Callejon, who's making a run? It's really well tracked back by Sissoko. And Wolves have about 22 minutes to get themselves a winner. But so do Rangers as well, who obviously do look good on the counter. Neves with a fantastic ball over to Callejon. Neves has been brilliant for Wolves today. Obviously that free kick has made his performance look even better. Rebic, Quaresma, lovely football by Rangers, and could they go back in front? In towards Quaresma, who looked to be on an offside position. The linesman says no. Nothing came of it anyway. And Wolves come forward with Michael Keane out towards Pedence, who's going to get this winner in a very entertaining game. We said there'd be goals. That pass is slightly out of play. Rangers going to make a sub now. Sissoko comes off for Barrios. And here's Max into Oshimen. Rebic. Rebic comes forward now for Rangers. In towards Oshimen. Dembele now. Bartra is just behind him. Here is Max. Rebic intercepted, and here comes Callejon, and can Wolves win it here? Callejon. Lovely 1-2 with Doherty. A bit risky, but finds his way back to Bartra, who plays a lovely ball into Moutinho. And he plays a ball into Jimenez, who rarely has a bad game, and to be fair, he's having a bit of a shocker here. Should have scored that chance in the first half. Didn't really matter as Wolves scored straight away anyway. He's lost the ball numerous amount of times. Bartra into Moutinho. Bolly now. Remember, these sides finished 0-0 in the first time they met last season. You wouldn't have guessed it by watching this game. Moutinho drawn out wide towards Callejon, but it's intercepted by Max, who again has had a brilliant game. Here is Rebic now for Rangers. Dembele. Bolly with a big tackle. And here comes Jimenez for Wolves. And Wolves have played in Pedence in the last minute. And here's Daniel Pedence for Wolves to wrap up an amazing win. And he's done it. Wolves have taken a massive 3 points at Ibrox here. It's a fantastic ball by Neves, who plays in Pedence, and with the outside of his foot beats McGregor. And Rangers are heartbroken. Wolves are ecstatic. And they are going to be leaving Scotland with all 3 points. And what a victory it is for them as well. And Rangers, who only have 2 minutes. Oh no, that is it. In the which was pretty much the last kick of the game. Wolves have probably deserved the 3 points. They were the better side. Rangers looking good going forward there and had their chances, but Wolves have done a fantastic job against Reece Ferguson's league champions, who were beaten for 2 games in a row. Daniel Pedence coming off the bench to get a late minute winner. And here in Ibrox, it's Rangers 2, Wolves 3. So we move on to the final game of set 3. And then we'll obviously have set 4 straight afterwards. So Wolves with a massive win, and we now move on to, as I've just said, the final game, where we have Shakhtar Donetsk taking on the league leaders West Ham United. At the Donbass Arena. They've faced each other twice already in ML, both of them at the Donbass Arena, so they ain't shy of each other, are these two sides. They have a they have 1 win each against them. Shakhtar winning against West Ham in the league game last season by 3-1, but then West Ham got their revenge in their ML Cup first round by beating Shakhtar 2-0 at the Donbass Arena. And they meet again for a 3rd time, but this time in the ML Premiership. John Corney's side have been in fantastic form. They've only 1 loss in about, it might be 10 games, I'm not too sure about that. They obviously finished the season very well. The last time they lost in a league game was actually against Shakhtar Donetsk at the Donbass Arena. And obviously the last time they lost was in the cup final to Newcastle. Here is the Shakhtar lineup: Dubravka in goal, Ismaili, Frandando, Marcano and Aspilicueta is the back line, with Baldona and Stepanenko in midfield. And then Tyson, Dalvez and Ronaldo Cabrera in midfield, and then Ben Yedder, the lone striker, who will be looking to have a better season this season than he did last. Here's the West Ham lineup, unchanged. Here's Fabianski in goal, with Mendy, Manolas, Upamecano and Pavard as the back line. Rodriguez, Ceballos and Souček in midfield, and then the deadly front three of Felipe Anderson, Dzeko and Yarmolenko. So West Ham have a big chance to go 5 points clear at the top of the league. I believe, yeah, 5 points clear, but Everton, sorry, no, we'll go 3 points clear, as Wolves have obviously just won. Chance to go 3 points clear at the top of the league, or will Shakhtar, who's only playing their 2nd game, and it's a bad start from Fernando, and West Ham could be off to a flyer here. And give it straight back. So Shakhtar looking for their first win of the season after that last minute loss to Rangers in match day 1. West Ham looking for a 3 out of 3 and to go 3 points clear at the top. But It'll be a difficult task against a very good Shakhtar side who have Dalvez on the ball here, and they can take an early lead. Ismaili might be offside. Is that a penalty? No, Ismaili is offside, but if he wasn't offside, they probably would have had a great shout for a penalty there. Yeah, he's offside. And a let off for West Ham, who have been saved by the linesman. Here is Upamecano. Remember, in the cup game, Shakhtar didn't turn up in the first half, and it was all West Ham, and they got a deserved lead. And here's Anderson. And goes back to Mendy. It's an interesting ball. No one's going for it, and it's a goal for West Ham. And it's poor defending from the Shakhtar defence, who just let Yarmolenko have the ball, and he has clinically put John Corney's men in front. We see here it's a nothing ball really. It's in towards Dzeko, who just picks the ball up after none of the Shakhtar players get anywhere near it, and Yarmolenko has the easiest job of firing past Dubravka. And West Ham, just like that, lead again. West Ham have taken the lead in the last 2 times they've played Shakhtar. They've taken the lead again here against Shakhtar. Obviously Shakhtar in the league game were 1-0 down at half time to West Ham before going on to win 3-1. They were 1-0 down at half time before going on to lose 2-0 in the cup game, and now 1-0 down again at home to West Ham. After a little bit of a bright start, they're behind, and here's Cabral into Dalvez. Azpilicueta has the ball, and here's Cabral, and it could be an instant equaliser, and it's offside by, I believe, Ronaldo Cabral. Yeah, it's just slightly offside. Time to run a bit late, and West Ham have another goal kick. And could say saved by the linesman again, as the attempted cross was put into his own net by Upamecano. Rodriguez to Anderson. Shakhtar look dangerous going forward, but just look really shaky at the back. West Ham do look good going forward as well. They have that lethal front three. Yarmolenko is a good ball out to Anderson, who's one-on-one with Azpilicueta. What can he do here? Oh, he skinned Azpilicueta. He's turned him inside out before going back to Mendy. Anderson. And Azpilicueta tackles, and that will go for a corner ball. So, cross in, headed away by Marcano. And I believe Ben Yedder might get there, you know. No, not quite. It'll be a throw into West Ham. Ceballos into Felipe Anderson. Rodriguez. Anderson now. Oh, and he gets past Cabral easily. Anderson's having this whole right hand side of the Shakhtar defence on toast here, and it could be 2-0. Oh, it's played back to Mendy. It was a good position there. Could still be 2-0 as West Ham work their way. Nearly found Dzeko. Can still get to Dzeko. Yarmolenko again into Rodriguez. It's 2-0 to West Ham, and they're carving this Shakhtar defence open far too easily for Luke Wilson's liking. For my liking, of course, as I am the manager of Shakhtar. And West Ham are continuing their fine form towards the league title. Fired past a helpless Dubravka. And Rodriguez, you could say deservedly, has put West Ham 2-0 in front.
Goal for West Ham United. Number 16, James Rodriguez.
So Shakhtar have got it all to do. As Dalvez come forward, they have looked really good going forward, to be fair, Shakhtar, but defensively look really poor. Here's Cabral. And well done by Mendy there, and Rodriguez, the goal scorer, gives it to Azpilicueta, who's been getting absolutely roasted by Felipe Anderson on this right hand side, and West Ham come forward again. Could be an absolute cricket score here if Shakhtar can't get this, and this time it is offside, but down that Shakhtar right hand side, West Ham are finding so much joy. And he's only just offside as well. There's Marcano at the back there playing him on, nearly playing him on, sorry. So West Ham leading again, continuing this fine run of form. Here is Soucek for West Ham, Manolas. Oh, and a dangerous tackle there, but it's a chance for Shakhtar to come forward. Can they get one just before half time and make it an interesting second half? Here's Baldona. Tyson. They need to move it forward quickly here, Shakhtar. Here is Ismaili. Can he get the ball in? He does. It's a bit overhit, but Ronaldo Cabral will pick it up. And it's a chance for Shakhtar. If they can get this right, and Ben Yedder's shot is blocked. And it's cleared. What a chance for Ben Yedder, who just cannot seem to get in the goal scoring form. And West Ham will get into half time 2-0 up. And deservedly so. So the second half here at the Donbass Arena, what can Shakhtar do? Can they come back? Or will West Ham go 3 points clear at the top of the table? Here's Ben Yedder, Stepanenko. Here's into Tyson. He looks to skim Pavard. Goes back towards Ismaili. Into Tyson. Here is Ben Yedder. Back to Tyson. Shakhtar need an early goal here. Baldona. Oh, that's a lovely little clip in towards Tyson. And it's a mess at the back. And somehow West Ham clear again. And a mess at the back for both sides. But Shakhtar just aren't clinical enough. As Dubravka moves the ball weirdly. And here comes Marcano and Shakhtar come again. Is it going to be a similar pattern to the cup game where Shakhtar are all over West Ham but just don't get that goal? Or in this case they need 2 goals. Baldona. Ben Yedder. Out towards Tyson. And his ball is in towards no one, but Mendy under no pressure at all just clears it for a Shakhtar throw. And if they can get an early goal here, Shakhtar, they have every chance of equalising. Here's Cabrias. And he's got past Felipe Anderson. Here's Stepanenko and Adero, and it's blocked by Fabianski and goes for a corner to Shakhtar. Chance for Shakhtar to get level, to pull one back then. Tyson puts one into the box. Headed by Marcano, and what a save again by Fabianski. Shakhtar have had 2 great chances to pull one back here. Is that headed by Marcano saved by Fabianski. Cabras into Ardero. Ardero towards Baldona, and another save by Fabianski, who's keeping West Ham in this.
Number 7, Tyson, to be replaced by number 11.
And here we are, another save by Fabianski. Cabras with another corner. As Marlos comes on for Tyson. Cabras towards Marlos, headed away by West Ham. Baldona under pressure by Rodriguez. Baldona making a run towards the box. Here's Ben Yedder, who finally scores for Shakhtar, and they have one back. And with the way they're playing, you'd fancy them to get another. As Baldona goes through unchallenged and finds Ben Yedder, who finally gets on the score sheet for Shakhtar. And with 23 minutes to go, it's game on. West Ham respond? Can they hold on to this lead, or will they go and get a third? Here's Ceballos, who's finding room down that right hand side again, but Azpilicueta recovers really well. And Shakhtar come again. Here's Cabrias, who's been brilliant for Shakhtar down this right hand side. Stepanenko, and here is Cabrias now. And what can Shakhtar do? Can they get an equaliser now? Here's Cabrias. Goes to Azpilicueta. What can Azpilicueta do? Looks for the ball in. Ben Yedder's there. Couldn't quite get an attempt on target. Baldona towards Ben Yedder, who turns. Baldona! They've done it! And they've deserved it. They've absolutely dominated West Ham in this second half, and Baldona has equalised for Shakhtar, and they still have time to win it here. So Fabianski gets a hand to it, but he can't keep that one out. And with 13 minutes to go, Shakhtar are level, and with the way they are playing, as I've just said, you'd really fancy them to go on and win it now. West Ham look shook, but as we know, West Ham do like to do things the hard way sometimes. And here's Anderson, who obviously loved it down this right hand side, but he doesn't beat Azpilicueta this time. And here comes Shakhtar with Ben Yedder, Marlos, Cabrias. Shakhtar have been excellent in this second half, and it'd be a fantastic win for them. It'll be a disappointing loss for West Ham if they do end up going on to lose. Oh, and it's Baldona down this side again. Mendy does well to defend it. And Fornals now against Ishmaeli. Mendy. Oh, and Ben Yedder tries to intercept. Goes back to Mendy. And West Ham look to build again down this right hand side, where they found so much joy. Sorry, left hand side, may I say. Header by Ishmaeli. Can Aldero keep it in? Yes, he can. And can Shakhtar get a late winner? We've seen one late winner today. Cabrias now looks to run. Baldona. They need to get the ball forward quicker now. Marlos. One last chance for Shakhtar. No, that is it. It's a massive point for Shakhtar Donetsk. It's 2 points dropped for West Ham, who were 2-0 up at half time against Shakhtar Donetsk. But Shakhtar this second half were all over West Ham, and Fabianski made 3 or 4 fantastic saves before Ben Yedder ended up pulling one back. And then Baldona got the eventual equaliser. In the first half, as we saw, really poor defender from Shakhtar as Yarmolenko ended up putting West Ham in front before Rodriguez finished off a fine move, put them 2-0 up. So it's finished at the Donbass Arena 2-2. And that is it for set 3. I will be back within about 5 minutes for set 4.